we're just going to do, I never go live on YouTube, so this will be, you know what? That would be really funky if I did this. No, the moon shouldn't be void of course at this point. All right, so we're going to start with, excuse me. Let's start with Virgo. I'm going to make our way around. This is, excuse me. It's, oh, we need messages for each sign. Scorpio, Sagittarius, hey Miriam, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, February 1st, Pisces, we're going to do Pisces. Not you, I know you're an Aquarius, man. Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini. I know you're Sag. I know everybody by their sign. I'm going through the signs, but I'm just shuffling. That was Gemini, Cancer, and Leo. So for those that don't know, normally Aries begins the zodiac and ends with Pisces. Just go through. And then the esoteric would be Pisces going backwards to Aries. But right now we're going to start right with Virgo, and we're going to make our way through. So it'll be Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, all 12 signs. These are pretty quick to the point, so I'm going to put, I'll do the rest in a minute because I don't want to knock the cards over. I did. I called it. I told you was Aquarius. I have a keen sense of that. But, you know, a lot of the time when we interact with others, it's our ascendant that appears. But I'm an Aries. So, but with your ascendant, that's how you interact with others, how others perceive you is the energy that we utilize in order to get us to and through our soul's mission. So then we have moon sign. So that can make us different. But like I notice a lot of the time I can interact with someone and I'll be like, what's my other crush? He's so brilliant and he's a Virgo. He's got like a real simple name too. He's like brilliant. I was posting his videos the other day. He's like some sort of like scientist of some sort. Damn, I can't think of his name. But I was like, damn, I said he moved like a Virgo. Lo and behold, he's a Virgo. That's a C fucking crush. So anyway, let's get it. We're starting with Virgo. Virgo, let me want it very subtle in the background. So I don't blame you, Virgos. Let me turn this down. All right. So I'm going to say that this is the energy you need to just maintain through the weekend. Morning, Giselle. You're right on time. So let's go. We got the Santeria. This is the New Orleans Tarot deck. So this is the Sand Tarot card. So what is it that you're planning? What kind of seeds are you planning on? What is it that this is for Virgo. What is it that you're willing to give in order to achieve? What is it that you are willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to dance to the beat of your own drum? Or do you have both feet on solid ground? Are you, or I hear running from. So like, are you Virgo? What are you running from? Because Virgo is so, hey, Giselle. Sending love back. Because Virgo getting this shit like high fire. Virgo will help everyone else because you got to understand, you don't have to, but Virgo's natural place in the astrological chart is the sixth house. And when we're dealing with the sixth house, we're dealing with service to others. We're dealing with how can you say it? The 10th house would be like your career and your public image. The sixth house would be like work that you do for now as a service to others. What is it what kind of work do you do? I don't want to say minute work, but what do you do on the daily that's not really, whatever. Your health, your routine. Those are the things that deal with the sixth house, right? And best Virgo's natural placement. So just make sure that, sacrifice what you have to. And I'm getting the feeling that, and then Virgo, you just stay in that pure place. I personally, if you're one of these individuals that pick up on a lot of other people's energy, especially if you know your chart and you got a lot of water in your chart or whatever, I don't really do dark colors. I would say for Virgos, try to lighten it up some. You're not picking up everybody else's shit. Remember, this is a full moon weekend. And not only that, let me say this for Virgos, because if the sun is in Virgo, then we know that the opposite of Virgo is Pisces. On the astrological wheel, that doesn't change. So I'm not going to go too deep. So with this Pisces energy, just overall, what is it in your opposition, or what is it from a Pisces that's around you that you may need to learn? Maybe it's even nurturing your own psyche. Okay. We're dealing with things of the 12th house and Pisces energy. Try not to be manipulative, Virgo, because you can have what you want. It's just going to come with sacrifice and dancing to the beat of your own drum. That's Virgo. We have shedding light on a situation. This is for Libra. Libra sun, moon, rising. Sorry, guys. My music, I need it. All right. So some of you have seen the light, Libra. We're up to Libra. We only did Virgo. So, you're planting these seeds, and now the divine light is shining on all that you have put in the ground. But now it's time to kind of like look at how everybody's growing. If you gave a little seed to everyone, you know what I'm saying? When you put a little candy in everybody's pocket, how is everybody reacting to it? The sun being like putting shedding light on a certain situation, but you may not catch it initially because of the passion. However, you will when it comes to the communication. So maybe once you communicate with this other individual, hey, Joanne Lafort, I have, are you doing, I saw something about doing a part 2 of your book or something like that. I'm ordering it today, sincerely. Be careful of pregnancy, I feel, with this card too. All right, because look, doesn't it look like sperm chasing an egg? Okay. And remember, we just had the moon on top, the moon on top of Mars. That is like the ideal time to get pregnant. Moon Mars conjunction, depending on where it is in your chart. But when we see that in synastry, we already know, especially with the man is Mars and the woman is the moon, it can be an immediate wanting or longing to impregnate this other person. Okay. All right. So that was Libra. This was Virgo. Now we are up to Scorpio. Part 2 and edit. Go Joanne. Go Joanne. Yeah, I have it up on my whatchamacallit. But if you want to send me a direct link to purchase it from, you could do that. I was gonna look on like I was gonna say on Amscot, not on Amscot, on Amazon. I saw something about part 2, so congratulations. And I'm sorry it took me so long to get the book. Every time I think about it, I see you and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get the book. But then I'm at Aries, my mind's always changing. Like not like that, not like I don't want to get it, but my thoughts shift quickly. So Scorpio, Petro. Nanam Boklu La Flambeau. I'm not going to even, I'm just going to read the cards. We're going to read from the images, okay? So this is a sudden epiphany, a wake-up call, spirituality. What I love about Scorpio is that Scorpio has depth. Sometimes they act really shallow, but they're so deep. Like they're so deep, they don't even give a fuck if you feel like they're shallow, but they're being called to a certain realm of reality at this time, and messages from ancestors. And Scorpio is another one. Again, your water sign, picking up other people's vibrations. Wearing lighter colors it helps, okay? Because remember, darker colors absorb, especially black absorbs. And if you like absorbing everybody else's energy, then so be it. But there is a divine message coming, but you have to be in tune. You have to be willing to be receptive, okay? Because it may be like you feel like it's a lot going on, or you're all of a sudden you're getting all these like subtle bursts of like creativity or ideas. And they're coming from the spirit realm, but they're coming from like ancestors. So just, tune in to. Okay, Scorpio. Scorpio be knowing. Scorpio be knowing, but sometimes I don't know what it is. Scorpio is not necessarily going to talk about it. Scorpio is going to fucking do something, because Scorpio kind of works my nerves in the sense that Cancer does. I'll keep that part to myself. But with Scorpio, they're so brilliant. Look, it's so brilliance. But when we're talking about Scorpio, they're really good at a multitude of things, and they kind of know what people want. But the Terminix isn't coming today. They're coming on Monday. Deliciousness. So Scorpio, go ahead and go hard, because like you got the Midas touch. Anything you touch turns to gold. You have that regenerating energy. Ancient ruler is Pluto. Similarity between Aries and Scorpio is that they're both ruled by Mars, okay? The planet Mars, the planet of war. It's just that Aries, we go about shit overtly, where the fucking Scorpio, this is why when you got a fucking Scorpio and an Aries together, forget about it. Forget about it. You doing it took about private eyes watching you. But Scorpio goes about it more in a manner, okay? So that was for Scorpio. We did Virgo, we did Libra, we did Scorpio, and now we are on to Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, there are some things that you need to release, and I would suggest going to the beach. People get all fucking weirded out by tarot cards and what they think it's devil worship. It's nothing could be further from the truth. Then people wonder if I believe in God. I absolutely do. I just may call him by a different name. Okay, so by an ancient name. So when I speak here, don't get all fucking weirded out, please. So we're talking about, this card is dealing with water, Sagittarius. Releasing, going to the beach sometime and releasing what you no longer need, being cognizant of it. Again, being in purity, maybe wearing lighter colors for you too. I mean, if you're a sensitive person to other people's energies, you really shouldn't. I don't know. I'm not gonna say that what you should and shouldn't do, but I don't. You need to be, maybe you're suddenly feeling in a state of peace, or maybe you're not going to receive this peace until you actually release it. Okay? Some things you got to let go of. Sometimes doing that at the beach can give you some clarity. Fuck you, Jason. Fuck you. He's such an asshole. Excuse my language. Yeah, that appointment's not till Monday. Shut up. I don't have no roaches. Don't listen to him. Let's go. We got fucking Capricorn. Cat. Let's see what's going on. Congo, Graham Voice. Voice? I'm probably. Hi, Grandma RNG. Hope all is well with you. I didn't do Leo yet. I won't be doing Leo till toward the end. Aw. It's a pleasure to see you, Miss RNG. Grandma RNG. Tell David I love him. What do you call it? Tell everybody, tell the family I said hello. So Capricorn. Let me take in this card for a second. Capricorn, you might be feeling like, where is the blessing? You might be in your emotions about something. But there's going to be some growth with whatever it is that you are passionate about. I would be careful with pregnancy too, because there's something dealing with passion. Maybe this realm of passion or this individual or someone brings you passion or you're passionate about because they bring peace. But I see that there won't be any growth until like winter time, and it's calling you to use your power and your passion to actually to transmute, right? To what do you call that? Like rising from the ashes, if you will. I can't think of the word that I'm thinking of. When you shed what you no longer need. I can't think of what it's called, but it's looking like the winter months for you, Capricorn. And just holding tight. Making your decisions from a grounded place. Don't be loose. Do you see how it looks like waves of sperm? I'm just saying. All right. We got 6 more. I'm hungry. Bust that burger down in a second. So we are up to Aquarius. Aquarius. Okay. I really need somebody to help me with my YouTube situation. Card. Can I get a card? We're doing by sign, but I'll pull one for you since you remind me of Jenny Aiko in your profile. Love. She's like, can we have a girl crush Friday? No homo. I just think that Jenny is so adorable. So anyway, Aquarius, this is going back to, once again, this is Azaka La Flambeau. Conversation, this hetero, the number 10 card. So we're dealing with fire. Initiating conversation, having some sort of conversation, being and moving from a place of purity. I did Libra already. Yeah. Because I'm doing this right now, because it's quicker, it's easier. And most of the readings yesterday, astrology for the African soul. But I had gotten an important phone call and had to stop the readings. Hey, Tiff. So we've already done Virgo through Cap, and we're on Aquarius. So a lot of the time, this can be a significant other or the child's father or the child's mother that you're having a conversation with, okay? So whatever has transpired, there's going to be a discussion. But you need to be grounded. This can be a successful conversation because it can carry you forward, okay? So have this necessary conversation. All right? That's Aquarius. Pisces. Fucking Pisces. See, here's the thing. How am I supposed to... I'm sorry, Pisces. I need somebody who like has YouTube wits, because I have my Paradox page. I only have 760 something subscribers, but I'm thinking I need to do a whole new page for my tarot, and it just stresses me out every time I think about it because I can't put any videos longer than 15 minutes. I need somebody who's like a fucking YouTube master out there. Give me some pointers. Because I feel like a lot of people who subscribed, some of them were from that Kanika Jenkins shit. Because my Kanika Jenkins videos was popping, but I had to take them off because of some hater, grown ass man hating. So what do you call it? So I'm considering that, but like that's what I was gonna say. So some of them are subscribers from that. Others are subscribers from when I was doing Paradox Reports. So that was about the trending topics, and we always did like covered love and hip hop, and all types of ratchet TV. Yeah, I do. I do let them ask questions, but guess what happens? Then I'm on here for 3 hours. So what I'm thinking is, but I'm working on my consistency. So I'm about to get into Pisces, but if anybody has, I only announce it because somebody might know the tricks and the trades. But I would like to start another channel. I think I just absolutely need to because of all the reasons why. But anyway, Pisces. Let's see what's going on here, Pisces. Pisces is knee deep in the abyss. This is kind of like what it feels like to have Mercury in Pisces, except for you feel like your whole body is drowning. Building on YouTube. Oh, got you. Small steps, you got this. I would reach out to some. Oh, I see what you said. Duh. I'm a little slow. Mercury and Pisces in the 12th house. So I miss things. My fault. Thank you, Tanya. Reach out and ask questions. Yeah, so later on they could be like, oh, she got blah, blah, blah. But I will. You know who I asked? I got somebody in mind that I asked. That's actually my friend. And they got it popping on YouTube. And they do it. So I'm going to ask. And it's a dude, too. So I vibe with the dudes more overall. So anyway, Pisces. Pisces, whatever this is, your passion, you're going to have to cool off. Cool down. Be at peace. Stop wearing your heart on your sleeve. This is for male and female, because whatever this is that you're worried about, it's going to come back 360 and you're going to have what you want. So right now you're worried about. You have Mercury and Pisces too? Or did I miss something else? Tanya said, okay, yeah, you do. It's right in front of me. I have my sun in Leo in the 12th. I kind of feel like that. Okay, so you get it. You get it. It is like, ooh. It's like having your bright light underwater. It's like having a whole fucking brain underwater, like it's drowning. That's what it feels like having Mercury in the 12th house. So you get it. Be soft and pink. Whether you're male or female, you operate from a place of love and divinity. Stop worrying so much, because Pisces gets worried and they start getting crazy. I gotta watch them Pisces, because them Pisces will fuck you up in a whole nother way. Okay. Manipulation tactics reign supreme when they're pissed off. Your Scorpio moon saves you. Super. Yeah, that's my homegirl. That's my homegirl. I'm not gonna say no names, but that's my homegirl. She got a Scorpio moon. That's a really deep moon to have. Motherfuckers fail to realize, because y'all be quiet and y'all be on some other shit, how much y'all pick up. Play if y'all want. So anyway, that's Pisces. Just let it go, because the sun will come out tomorrow, if you will, Pisces. Let's do. I thought this was a clip. It's a piece of sage. I got excited. I thought it was a clip for a second. Sage. This is not the deck. All right, let's go. So we're up to Aries. So where's your, you said Neptune, right? Where's your moon, Tanya? Local, I have this deck backwards. Uh-oh. This is for Aries, I said? Crazy. Loco. I hope this ain't a... Stand firm. With everything that's going on around you, just stand firm. Stand tall like the tower. Like, this is not like the other tower in the other decks. Not every deck is meant to be read exactly the same way. Duh, you just said your moon. I'm sorry. Your moon is Scorpio in the 4th. Hey, Kendra. And your Mercury is where? So your Mercury is either in Leo, Virgo, or Cancer, right? Oh, you have North Node Aries. Yay! Ooh, and the eighth progressed right now. Ooh. Mm. So I would hope you're working on what makes your eyes colder. North Node and Aries in the eighth. Stepping out on your own and working on the things of the eighth house, maybe even with others, maybe even like having a partnership with someone else and bringing a gift to the forefront. That's definitely having to do with others. Sometimes it's even inheritance. Hey, beauty queen, that sort of thing. So Aries, this is about standing firm. And I'm so glad that we have the tower here and not in another deck. Because I feel like this, if you stand firm, you know, you ever see the palm tree? How a palm tree, that bitch get right down here. Palm tree be like right here. It don't hit the ground. That's what the fuck Aries is, resilience. Resilience in its truest form, okay? So, and know when to let go. Know when to leave shit alone, okay? Climb as high as you possibly can, but don't overwork yourself. And allow yourself to transform, because this is about transformation and going higher than where you were before. And being that butterfly, and it's all about transformation. Hey, Janine. I seen you getting it in. You be going in on your page. Yeah, on your page. Janine's another beauty queen. All right, so where am I? I need music. That burger is calling me. I'm almost done. So this is, so basically, you know, Taurus is like, Taurus is a really cool energy. Really, when I have Venus exalted, I have Venus and Taurus in the second house, and I don't struggle with this portion of Chiron there. Don't allow the world to dictate to you what you should and shouldn't have, or how you should go about acquiring your wealth, if you will. Hey, Tiff. You know, this is shifting my energy, Tiff. So, Aludamar. Because you know what? It's something that the Tauruses want. Like, here's the thing about Taurus. Taurus is another one. Taurus will have the same job forever. Not even like the shit, but show up every day and be on time. It's the weirdest fucking thing. And Aries, try that with an Aries. Aries, we pop out and we be like, oh, word, we about to leave this shit right fucking now. Taurus, no. And they'll be there for years, okay? And Taurus is another type of energy that, if you ever notice, ask a Taurus, a Capricorn, Virgo, not so much, but possibly. They haven't gone to school, but they've moved through the ranks and they're earning a great salary more often than not. Not all, but some. I speak from my experience, from what I see in my realm of reality. But it's calling you, Taurus, to utilize, because Taurus is very logical. It'll deal in reason, but tap into your psychic awareness. Move in love. What is it that you truly love and value? You'll hear me say that a lot here when we're dealing with pentacles and we're dealing with earth energy. More so, what is it that you love and value? Is it the material things of the world? Is that what's going to bring you peace? Chiron and Gemini. Taurus men will get your bills paid. They will throw fun. It's true though. Let me tell you. One thing I can tell you about a Taurus man, is that, I don't know, because we got that Venus. Their sun is in Taurus, my Venus is in Taurus, so we vibe out. I vibe out with Taurus. But they will lift you up. I'm not even gonna say hold you down. They will lift you up. Then they'll make sure you're good. But they want to make sure that you're like good on a whole nother level. They don't mind looking out for you, but they want to see you do for yourself. Once they can see you can do for yourself, then I feel like then they're more likely to do more for you, in a sense. I think Taurus energy is very sincere. It may take a while to get into a relationship, but it's really sincere. It's really loving. It's in foul situations where it's just like, you know, tendencies kind of like take the fucking bull by the horns, the horns, and leads them into. It can lead them into the fucking pit of like going to hell. Okay, let's think about this. We got Taurus in the second, right? We got dealing with Pluto. We got Taurus dealing with Venus, right? So then let's just think about Persephone and Pluto. Pluto takes Persephone to the fucking underworld, right? And he didn't have to. He takes her to hell, but instead of just trying to get with her outside of that. And I feel like not even what I feel, what I've noticed, but my experience has been with looking at Taurus women and their lives and their experiences is that they, and if you're cross watching for Taurus female, you really don't have to do that. They're ruled by Venus. And this is why astrology is so important. People want to put the shit on the back. Oh, you believe in that? It's not something to be believed in. It's science. It's what it is. And we can see, trust. You hear us talking in astro language pretty much because we are knowing thyself. And then, like, if I meet you, I don't give a fuck about your name. I want to know what time you were born, so I can look at your soul's tendencies, your spirit, like what you're here to do, shit like that. But anyway, let's get into it because this is for Gemini. All right, I'm gonna come back and read the messages. Let me do Gemini. Gemini, I read the comments. So Gemini, again, what is it that you're creating? Pisces is good with their hands. Geminis are good with Pisces with the feet. Gemini with the hands. What is it that you need to be creating that you're not? Because Gemini has this pull, this magnetic pull from, like, they can pull, just do something that's passionate, pull it from the yin realm, from within, okay? And make it in purity. Because Gemini kind of has, like, think of these as like fucking brain waves. They can pick up on other people's shit. They receive other people's shit. They're another one. That's why if you get the Gemini and the Scorpio together, they can create some really dope shit. Like, but a lot of time they don't, those two. I always say if you want great workers, get yourself a Gemini and a Virgo, but don't fucking make them work together though. Depending on the way they try to set up. But you could bring something into, like, I think of this almost like being a magician. Like, you can be the fire starter, that cardinal energy, and initiate Gemini. You can have everybody's dollar, basically. Because you have the connect. You and Aquarians. So who was that? That was Gemini. So now we only have Cancer and Leo. Uh-oh. Let me read this one. Let me see this. So she said, didn't I do something about having your moon in Aries for Lois? Having your moon in Aries. How can I put this? So when we're dealing with the moon, we're dealing with what we've learned in childhood, what we picked up in the home, how we're raised, our relationship with our mother. It is, I call it, when I explain it to the kids, it's Netflix and chill. It's an intimate part of self. We don't go around showing people our moon sign, okay? But we might identify more with our moon. So the moon changes signs every 2.5 days. So at the time of your birth, you might have the same sun and moon sign, right? Not necessarily. But what is the moon's energy? The moon is like our habitual habits. It is what we need. It is what we need to feel secure, okay? This is why it's important that when we are looking to join another in a relationship, right? Not necessarily going to look at the sun sign. You're going to look at the moons of the two individuals, right? So anyway, so Cancer, there's something that's eating you alive right now. Oh, you might be feeling like maybe you feel like you need someone to kind of fight your battles for you. But there's a drive between passion and peace, and then there is peace. Going back to the drawing board, where all things begin. Tongue, having a sharp tongue, and speaking reckless. I've been seeing this other Cancer. And y'all know how to clarify for Cancer. This other card is going to be for Leo, right? Pull one more. But then you see the card on the bottom for everybody is that transformation. All right. I just want to clarify this card. Emotional needs, exactly. That's a better way to put it. Sacrifice. The name of the game is sacrifice. Or maybe you've sacrificed enough. Maybe you need to sacrifice and really come into your own. Are you sacrificing your spirituality at the who you are? Arguing with people about who you are. But there's a sacrifice that has to be made in a sense. I wouldn't be sacrificing my spirituality though. Other people aren't going to like it. People fear what they don't understand. But watch your mouth while you're making this decision or whatever's going on with the head heart situation, I feel. And last but not least, Leo. Leo, you're on fire right now, basically, and your thoughts might be popping right now. I'm getting like go for the gusto, make the moves that you need to make. You're at a crossroad. So there's no time to slow down. Just hop on to the next thing. Just keep it moving. Like that's all I'm getting. You're at a crossroad. It's time to make a move. That's all I got for Leo. All right. So let's see. Okay. Sun and Mercury in the 12th. Oh, I got you now, Tanya. But you wanted me to answer a question for you. I got me a nice Greek Virgo over here. Let me get something to drink. All right. I bit my burger out so I don't die. Let me tell y'all something. All the beauty queens are in the astro groups. All the beautiful females are in the astrology groups. I'm telling you what I know. I'm trying to find you a fine young thing, or just a fine thing. Throw yourself into an astrology group, young men out there. All right. I got progressed sun. I'm so happy that you guys are talking about your progressed energy. I love it. I got the progressed because then we can see where we need to be, what we need to tweak, what have you. How to balance our energies. I got progressed sun and ascendant in Virgo. Oh, in the first house. Oh wow. We got this lifelong process. I have my whole stone there. It's interesting though because even though when I first look at you, I said, okay, you look like Jenny Aiko, but you do kind of. If I had to guess, I would think Virgo. Good morning, Tip Diamond. So Tip was saying the men that they cheat on the women. The men, exactly. That's a simple way to put it. The men cheat, the women are loyal. But they're real sneaky about how they cheat. Glad my nipples are Mercury and Aries because he be saying some real shit. Because a lot of these niggas just be lying. I think a Mercury in Taurus would be more likely to lie for some reason. A Mercury and Gemini may, because remember, when we're dealing with Mercury, your Mercury is either going to be in the same sign as your sun sign, or it's going to be one house ahead, or it's going to be one house behind. Excuse me, one sign ahead, one sign behind, or the sign that you're born under, the sun sign. Oh, wait, but I didn't tell her moon in Aries. I'm such a fucking burnout. Aries moon. Let's just keep it simple. So if let's think about it like yin yang. If the sun sign is yin, then the moon sign is yang. So you may be more like an Aries beneath the surface. You might not like, whereas I'm a little more overt and I'm an extra Aries because I'm Aries on the ascendant, but I'm identifying more with my Venusian qualities in my progressed chart because I have Venus on the ascendant. Venus conjunct the ascendant in Gemini. So I'm becoming more of that. But moon in Aries, this is going to be way more beneath the surface. You may need for others to treat you first and foremost in your relationships. It may not show on the surface because whatever your sun sign is, or whatever your ascendant is, may be like, that's what people see. Down, you need to make sure that you have someone who's going to tell you that Aries energy, my God. They may even be, not really want to be per se. But I noticed with those that have that moon in Aries, my little cousin, she's a Scorpio with moon in Aries. They're really funny though. They can be quite brilliant too. But more specifically, when we're dealing with a love, I don't know what house you said it was in. If we're dealing with our emotion, we need people or would need someone who's going to them and make them number one. They at least need to feel that. Do that for their partner as well. It may come off as selfish. It's not selfish. It's just what's required. I'm not going to go too deep into that. I mean, at some point, because it's just been crazy since Uranus has gone to right before at the 29th degree. That's when my grandmother passed, and I've been handling business, and it's just been crazy. So I'm saying all that to say because I do want to do the sun through the signs. I intend on doing the moon through the signs. And then through the houses, but one step at a time. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, so you had a girlfriend growing up and she cheated, and the ex-wife, and then my man's ex-wife, she cheated on him. Oh, that's interesting. You would have to do their synastry. Me and Tip stay doing that. It's good practice just to do synastries and see, well, what the fuck was going on. That's what I was saying yesterday. And I was like, people probably think I'm fucking nuts. And I didn't describe what I was trying to talk about yesterday. But whenever something's going on, as above, so below, did a fight just break out? Okay, the moment. Look at what's going on. Write notes, take notes. That's what I'm about to start doing more of that. And journaling. I'm not really the best for keeping up a journal. But you want to see what is causing that when you're looking at the synastry. What authorities? Okay, your ex-girl, the ex-girl cheated, right? What if any aspects or placements do you notice are similar between you and her versus your man's ex-wife and him? Are there certain placements or aspects or alignments that are similar? They view people as possessions. Yes, I like the way that's. I'm possessive. Mine. I don't like dealing with anybody who makes me feel less. I can't deal. Because then I feel like, oh, you gonna let a bitch know? You gonna let a bitch think that she got, and you think I'm gonna fuck with you after you got me fucked up. But anyways, hey Linda, thank you for joining us. She cheated with her boss. Wow. Trying to come up, and it ended up being a side chick. Well, I mean, look at me. Was she getting anything? Was it worth it in the end? If I was a Taurus, I'd sleep with my boss for a come up too. I don't know them to really do that though. That's what I mean. You got to look at the whole chart. Because the Taurus women I know, they're really good. Like I'm thinking about four Taurus women off the Virgo is you cheat on them, the female Virgo, she's gonna be like, I bet. And she's gonna have a whole fucking other shit going on behind your motherfucking, not even behind your back, right underneath your fucking nose. But you caused it. Well, she's just gonna be real shitty to you. $20 raise. Hi, Bruce. She said, I sleep with my boss for come up to December 28th. Ow! That was my grandfather's birthday. Hence the number 12. See? My grandfather and my father, they're both born in December. And then I have while I'm showing my tattoos. Oh, wait, I forgot I'm still live on YouTube, but there's probably nobody watching my live on YouTube. And that's the other thing. How to pull. I don't even know how that works. I want it over again. So yeah. Neptune, trine, the ascendant. Let's see. December 28th, but that was my grandfather's birthday. I don't know. Early, there's no live watchers, and maybe because it's not Kanika Jenkins. Tiff, what are we gonna do? I need a fucking YouTube. I'm gonna obsess over that. Give me a techie. Let's do. I just got a song in my head. I feel like hearing something very random. What about good gossip, Tiffany? Early AM. Hey, Samara. Ra Burley. The mommy emotional needs. Yes. Back in action. Yes. Thank you for making me look at my chart the right way, Lori. Oh. And believes. Okay. That cat won't get. That cat won't give me his birth time, even though he studies his own chart and believes in astrology. Let me tell you, I can kind of tell you I'm just going to say it. So Dolo. Oh, wait, maybe I shouldn't. Damn. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and say it. But y'all keep your mouth shut, all right? You be talking too much. But Dolo, he is reluctant to give his birth time because what happens is people have come and they've read it, they look at his chart, and then they make certain assumptions. And so when you're aware of certain things in your chart and you know another person could see these things in your chart, if you don't want that kind of funk, like, because some people automatically, oh my God, this is square that, and this is blah, 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 and it's a total, no. Because you can look at somebody's chart, but then you actually got to interact with this individual to see how they are evolving. So the cat won't give his birth time. So that was the whole thing. He wouldn't give his birth time. But let me tell you, out of all the talking that Dolo did, I was able to rectify the time of the chart. Yeah, because he was like my crush. It was like my husband in my head for a few months. At least a good 4 months. Dolo the pilot, man. So he won't give you your birth time. So guess what? Well, what's his ascendant? You know his birthday? You know how old he is? Do you know his ascendant? Then you could rectify it that way. Find out what his ascendant is. You don't got to give you his birth time. Just ask him what his rising sign is. And then just play with the time. Play with the time on Astro Theme, or I would go to Astro Theme. It's just easier to read for me. Tip says, I found out my ex-husband cheated with my progressions. Okay, I had a stellium and Sag progress in the 7th house. I have progressed Sag in the 7th. I feel like the wanderer these days. Maybe that's what I want to hear. Wanderer. The Sagittarian energy. A Capricorn that looks at their chart. That's really funny. Whenever I tell my kids, I'm like, go get her birth time. You're like, for what? You know what for. Okay, don't play dumb now. You know. I love my youngest son, Elijah. He has a girlfriend now, and I have taken such a great liking to her. She's so amazing. So amazing. All right, let's see. Tiffany Diamond says, I have been told in a number of occasions I am the daughter of Venus. What does that mean? I don't know. I don't know. Because Tiffany, where you at? The other Tiff. Tiff might know because Tiff be into the more mythological. When I look at myths, I go ancient. Fuck Greek and all that shit. I go way ancient. That's why I have to go back to the story of Isis and Osset when it comes to Scorpio and that sort of thing. And this is another reason why I haven't done my sun, moon through the signs, because the planets or whatever, because I need the ancient wisdom. I don't want to give you what everybody else is giving you. But anyway, daughter of Venus. If it correlates with the Orisha, maybe they meant that. I don't know. Daughter of Venus, when's your birthday? Are they saying it because your sun sign Venus, your sun sign is ruled by Venus? Okay. I'm waiting for Tiff to see what Tiff says about this. Daughter of Venus. I don't know. Who told you that? My mom has been studying astrology for over 30 years, and she's never made any sort of reference like that. But, you know, somebody might say daughter of Oshun, child of Oshun, like that. I'm a child of Oshun. And not by, you know, I'm just making that up in my head. I actually had ceremony, and I know I'm a daughter of Oshun. That's my guardian angel. Okay, so she says I should. Right. I'm going to come back to you, Tiff. I'm waiting for the other Tiff to say what she thinks about. Oh, the 1228. That's my grandfather. He's Satan. Good luck with Satan, friend. I'll play with you, though. I love Capricorns. They're just sadistic. That's just what it is. His Chiron is in Taurus. Oh. See, his Chiron is in Taurus. I was like, she stayed and wounded him. Okay. I have Chiron in Taurus. And my homegirl, she always says, she's always like, you need to treat yourself instead of cheating yourself. Chiron can go many different ways. Excuse me. She said, you're right. Raise $20. I have Taurus and Venus. Venus and Taurus. Good. You're exalted as fuck. Welcome to the Exalted Venus Club. Venus Exalted Club. Venus Exalted, bitch. What house do you have it in, Kendra? Tanya said that Mercury energy, that shit'll have you. Y'all got to see on my YouTube. I'm going to post it in a little while what it's like to have Mercury in air. You know what? In the Pisces. Let me see. Instagram. Burger, y'all. I don't want to be all fucking like, it's the worst thing to do is to eat or chew on camera. But look at this pure deliciousness. Venus and Taurus. That's dope. I like that tattoo. Thank you. It's coming. Lord, what do you mean when you say progression chart? So what do I mean when I say progression chart? When you chart a progressed chart, don't ask me the mathematics of it. But when we're dealing with a progressed chart, we're dealing with, okay, we came into the world with our natal energy. We're born under a certain celestial alignment in the sky. There's a certain mathematical progression. So right now, depending on your age and depending on the degree in which you were born under. So my sun sign is Aries, 7:57, 7 degrees and 57 seconds. Right now, my progressed sun is in the next house. It's in the next sign, excuse me. It's in the next sign, which is Taurus. So what is that calling me to do? You can look at your progressed energy. Go to astrotheme.com, create an account, and click on the left side, secondary progressions, and you can look at it there. And you can always hit me up for readings and that sort of thing. But I like for people to go ahead and look at your own thing. You're always going to want somebody else's input on your own chart anyway. It's important for us on our charts. But so when I'm talking about progressed energy, is it benefit? It's like what we need to look at. Like, okay, where we should be in life right now. What is the universe calling us to do? What energies are prominent in our lives as time has gone on, as we're growing and evolving, where, you know, this is what we're aligning with, the progressed energy. Are we aware of it? No, not necessarily. The reason why I use the sun is because usually the sun is directly in the next sign or next house, if that makes sense. But basically it's the energy. So for example, I'm born with Mars on the ascendant. Mars on the ascendant is down somewhere. Mars is my chart ruler, Mars and Leo. What do I have right now in the ascendant? Venus, the exact fucking opposite of Mars. So what is it calling me to do? So I'm looking at my natal versus my progressed. My progressed energy is saying, come on and be Venusian. When we talk about esoteric planet correlations or correspondences, the esoteric ruler of Gemini, I have Gemini on the ascendant, right? Got lost in thought. Gemini on my ascendant conjunct Venus is calling me to be softer. So it's Mars versus Venus. Okay. Instead of yelling and screaming and being crazy and wanting to like be like a little fucking ram and fucking nuts, I have to be more calm, more Venusian. Watch my words, how I'm speaking to people. That sort of thing. So I hope that makes sense. She good at tech shit. You know what? I am going to ask her. You mentioned something about Gemini. They give good gossip. They do, but let me tell you something. Gemini be knowing. It's not that they gossip per se. Some of them do. Everybody just tells them everything, sort of like the Scorpio. Also, so you esoteric. Remember, the esoteric ruler of a planet will be different than its exoteric. Except for the sun. That's a luminary. Let me not confuse myself. Hey, Miss Betty. Things manifest differently than what you assume. Exactly. He got something to hide. Yes. He don't got something to hide. It's not that he has something to hide per se. Let's just take somebody who has Pluto. Let's say that they have Pluto in the 4th. Let's say they have Pluto and their moon in the 4th, or they have Pluto in the 4th, moon in the 10th, whatever, whichever way you want to slice it. But let's just say Pluto moon in the 4th. Their mother might be crazy fucking controlling in that household. It could be that, and maybe they have a Scorpio moon, right? Let's just say that they have those energies working together, you know, because Scorpio moons can sort of be associated with, you know, dark shit, like some dark things. I'm not going to go into detail. Some dark things may have happened, you know, depending on that placement and what have you. Some dark things may have happened to that individual on a sexual level. Okay. And they don't want the next motherfucker looking at their shit because maybe something did happen to them. Maybe they were molested, right? So let's say you think that a motherfucker wants, if they've already had somebody look at their chart and throw that shit in their face, now the next person that comes along that's into astrology too, no, bitch, I'm not even going to fucking give you that much leverage. So it's not, and I'm not barking, I'm sorry, but that's that Martian energy when I get passionate about something. So it's not that, because we don't always want to assume the worst. Yes, things could be the worst, but we want to just try to maintain. He doesn't have, maybe, so yes, to a certain degree, he has something to hide, but it's not like he's hiding like a whole nother fucking life. Unless, you know, and then that, and see, maybe he doesn't want a bitch to start thinking like that, because then the wheels start turning and whatnot. But Pluto moon situations, like let's say you have a Pluto moon situation. Pluto moon situation is about power, is about control. So if you have that in the 4th house, maybe you grew up in a home in which it was very controlled. Your mother was on top of you all the time. You couldn't do shit, or it was always like a power struggle. Maybe your mother abused you. Maybe there's like a square to Mars with that Pluto moon conjunction. Look, it could be a multitude of those things. This person does not want you looking into them like that, but you go around it and ask them what their rising sign is. And if you need help trying to rectify the chart, it should be very easy. You really shouldn't need help. A bitch like me done rectify the chart, like the chart time. Very simple to do. I glanced at his chart a bit. Dang, I just had deja vu. See? I like the way, you know what? I gotta go back and look at Patai's video, because didn't he do a video on deja vu a while ago? And the way he was breaking down what deja vu is, I was like, wow, something about having another chance to do things over again because you've already done it before, but now maybe it's time to go a different way. Something to that effect. I thought that was pretty dope the way he broke it down because I never heard about deja vu to that degree before. Also, what I'm noticing, what the download that I've been getting is that when we have all these planets retrograde, we're going back. This is actually a second time. It's like giving you a second chance. And I even mentioned that in one of my videos last year around the eclipse. It was giving, like certain times with these retrogrades and these eclipses, this is giving us a second chance. It's really being able to, in essence, is going back in time. That's the way I'm going to say that. So he's mad hilarious. He like all fire. Haha. That's funny. I love fire signs. I love them. I glanced at her chart. Okay. Or maybe her chart ruler. Oh, maybe her chart is Venus ruled. Okay. You heard that, Tiffany Diamonds? That your chart may be Venus ruled. See, Tiffany is a Gemini, a Mercury and Gemini. So she can see things way more clearly. Mine is like in the swamp sometimes. Okay, so you said, but it's also something to do with mythology. But remember, the Greeks learned from the Egyptians. But when you try to go and look for Egyptian mythology, it's better to go to the library. I went to CCNY, City College Tech, City College. Look, I went there for one semester. I can't remember the shit, and this was just last fall. Their fucking library is amazing. I found some shit called something about Jupiter, and I was like, I got it in my phone. I was like, where the fuck is this from? This shit is ill. I'll share it with y'all once I find it. This shit is ill. But I want to know about ancient shit. Like, so Marduk, right? That's Jupiter and whatchamacallit. Anyway, yeah. I just don't like to do the Greek thing because I know that they just fucking snatched everything from the Egyptians. My son's father's December 31st. Hell yeah, and Life Path 8. It's a new beginning. Being around him, I can't tell if he's more of a fish or a goat. Don't they have the fucking Capricorn as a fish and a goat? Just like a goat. What this nigga told me one time I was dealing with a Capricorn. This nigga told me, not the most recent Capricorn, a Capricorn way before. This nigga told me he had some funny shit that he called half fish, half goat. It was some funny shit he would call himself. I'm like, what are you talking about? But then I see that sometimes Capricorn is drawn that way. Okay, anyway, from being around him, I can't tell if he's more of a fish or a goat, but works a lot but is a brilliant artist. Okay. Yeah, I never met a Capricorn that doesn't work a lot or hard. I think we're karmic. Yeah, look at those nodes. You can see karma from the nodes. We can see karma from where Saturn is placed. So North Node is our current, where we're going. South Node has to do with our past life. But karma, look at those nodes. What planets are on the nodes, what you have going on. And then Saturn, like I said. I feel like I'm missing one though, but okay. 10th house Jupiter is in Taurus there too. Dominique. I had Cupid and Amy. Thank you, her dinner. Oh, that's an interesting one. That's an interesting one. Tiff. Or sexual abuse. That's a good one, Tiff. Tiff said, what man wants people to know he got moon squares? Bitch got moon squares. I gotta see. Let me see. I gotta look at my boost chart. My booski. I want to see if he has moon. I don't think he has moon squares. He talks about his mom. I don't think he does. Moon opposite Venus. Let me not laugh. Yep. I'm being greedy as fuck. I'm hungry, y'all. I won't eat in front of a nigga, but I'll eat in front of only if I absolutely have to. I'm just, Cap said he didn't give me the birth time because it's impersonal, but personal at the same time. This has a Negro for his rising sign. That's why my homeboy didn't give my birth time. Nigga, I already got your birth time. I already rectified the shit. I already fucking figured that shit out for this nigga's videos. The whole chart. Group messaging. They know I be having everybody's chart. They be like, oh, you got such and such chart? Yeah. I'm random like that. Let's see. So I wanted to pull up. Did I do his chart in here? Well, if you're going to be involved with him, he better give up the goods. He will. Eventually. But then again, he's a Capricorn. I would just figure it out and not ask him. Because he don't want to give it. If my boo got moon squares. Once you get closer, exactly. Um, about some funny shit my uncle said to me. Did you say City Tech Library? Not City Tech. Where is it? CCNY. I only went there for one semester last fall. I got a voucher to go take the classes through whatchamacallit, Department of Education. Substitute teaching shit. CCNY in Harlem. City. The Dogon. I don't think the Dogon be giving up their goods. That's where it becomes confusing. But I'm telling you, if you go to that CCNY library, you ask them where their astrology books are. I got this big old green fucking book, and it says something about Jupiter's wisdom. It was just some ill shit in there, and I was like, oh, I gotta come back. You know what that library reminds me of? You know the movie, The Never Ending Story. I love that movie. Yeah, he gets like locked in the library and he's just reading all fucking day. It's my idea of a good time. See. All right, I gotta save my boo scan. Yeah. All right, here we go. What time was he born? All right. Burger is really everything, y'all. Do you have his rising sign? I'm sorry. Trying to reconnect. You have his rising sign? You must not have his rising sign. Because that puts everything else out the window. And then you might be off by a few degrees, but at least you have basically his chart. It's going to be a night or a day chart, one or the other. Okay. Jason said, you ain't got my chart. him. Okay, because my daughter going to City Tech. Yeah, I'm telling you, their library is everything. So I'm about to look at my Boo's chart. Let me see if he has moon squares. And then I'm out. It's not cute to eat on camera. But I'm hungry. I'm out of here. I'm about to look at this. See y'all later. Thank you for watching. And bye, YouTube. I kind of forgot I had y'all there, but bye.